Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing well on this Tuesday morning. We're going to get started here in just a minute or two. Give some people some little bit of extra time to get on their computer, get ready to go here. So, just a couple little housekeeping things. I'm going to post some information in the chat. I do this each time. It is my contact information and also the contact information for product support. Um, I'm a great resource for you. I'm happy to do one-on-one sessions, a lot of different things I can do to help you out, but I'm not able to really fix things within the platform. That would be more of a product support related issue. Um, so I've posted their information in there, but in terms of checking your settings and showing you how stuff works and things like that, uh, I'm happy to help you with that. And then I actually just posted my online calendar, so you can schedule time with me if you choose to do so. You can do 15, 30, 60 minutes. Uh, you'll have direct access to my calendar and get that set up so you can find a time that works well for you. And then the last thing I'm going to post in the chat here is the playlist of these recordings that we have created for this Tech Tuesday uh, uh, curriculum, if you will. So for those of you who've been online the last couple sessions, curveballs, hard curveballs have been thrown at me. First time, couldn't log into the Bold Trail system, had to find a back door in and didn't do that until about halfway through. So I ended up doing a standalone recording, which I posted in the YouTube channel, and the direct link is there. And then last week, I got kicked out of my building by a bunch of firemen saying that there was a gas leak in the building. Fortunately, it turns out it was a nothing situation, maybe a sewer or something else, but everything was normal. But obviously, nobody was willing to risk well-being to yeah. So I had to do this from my car. So anyhow, last week's session, I did create a new recording. I've provided it to Adona. It's also uploaded to the YouTube channel, and I can send it to you as well if you want a direct link to the video. But the YouTube link that I just posted is probably going to be your best way to get that information. So um, today's session is marketing and lead generation. Um, what I'm going to get into is a lot of the social media and website type activities. This is meant to be somewhat interactive, so if you have a question, a comment, something along those lines, I'm happy to pause and address those. Everybody's going to be muted to start, so you can unmute yourself, or just probably better to type it in the chat log if it's a easily understood question. But if there's a lot of details to it, just unmute yourself, and I'll be happy to address the questions as they come about. So I am going to start sharing my screen here. So let's see, we are going to do screen one. Here we go. Perfect. All right. I'll move this over here, get my chat up so I can see what's going on. Perfect. All right. And I've got a second screen that I'm using here. So if you're looking at me and I'm looking away, it's because I'm checking my notes or the chat log or something like that. So uh, let's get started. All right. Thank you again, everybody. We got about 30, 40 of you coming online. That's great. I'm happy to see everybody is interested in learning more about the Bold Trail system. It is a really, really intense system with a lot of features and a lot of benefits. And that's why we've broken this into 6 weeks of different training topics. So we've done basic setup, we've done automated campaigns, things like that. And like I said, today is going to be on lead generation, marketing, social media, website, that sort of thing. So, and there'll be a little bit more of that as we continue with these sessions as well. So again, to get into the platform, you always go to remax.net, and I better sign out just so everybody can make sure they know how to get in. So here we are. So you type in your full remax.net email address and then your password. And then, as always, you will always find a forgot username or password link on most websites that you're supposed to sign into. So if you don't know what your credentials are, there's usually a way for you to uh, um, uh, reset it, find it, and if there is a bigger issue, you've got the support phone number for Remax. They have access to your credentials, your office staff. I do not know what your passwords are. We don't have access to it. So if you're not able to sign in, you will need to contact the support team to get your access reset. Okay. All right, so we're going to be signing into the Max Tech powered by Bold Trail platform. Bold Trail, for those of you that haven't been paying attention or didn't get the announcements, KV Core, the name KV Core has essentially gone away. It's been replaced by Bold Trail. So if you hear me saying Bold Trail, it's the same thing as KV Core. KV Core, Bold Trail, same exact thing. It's just a rebranding that Inside Real Estate, who is the parent company, decided to do to kind of roll everything up into one cohesive branding, if you will. So you'll see the colors have changed a little bit with the Bold Trail system. They've moved some buttons around a little bit just to make it a little bit cleaner, easier to use. And if you see a checklist pop up here on the left-hand side or somewhere on the screen or other announcements, take a second and actually look at those things. They're there to help you. That's how I learned this system, is by going through the checklist and then doing some of the curriculum that they laid out and attended the webinars. I mean, that's how you have to learn these things. Trying to absorb a system of this magnitude in a couple 6-hour sessions or couple 1-hour sessions it's a tall order. So take a bite of the elephant, one bite at a time, and you'll eventually get through everything. So all right. So what we're going to get into is the social media connectivity and features. So one thing to make clear with this is the system only links with LinkedIn and Facebook. You do need to have a business page on Facebook in order for this to work. It will not allow you to post directly to your personal page. That's a limitation of the Facebook platform. The API with Bold Trail, Facebook, they don't work that way. So I'll show you some tricks here as we go through this, but if you do not have a Facebook business page, this might be a good reason to set one up. Now, when I talk about Facebook business pages and people say, well, how do I build a page? Why do I want it? Here's the best way to utilize a Facebook business page. Set something up. It's not very hard. There's tons of YouTube videos. I can help you through it. You might have somebody in your office that has done it before as well. I'm based in Arizona, by the way. I'm with Remax Excalibur, one of the newer acquisition or mergers with the Remax Select Group back in August. So I'm a general manager for the office. I've been working with my father essentially for the past 22 years, and specialize in systems, tools, internet technology, things like that. So hence the reason why I'm here today doing some training with you. So anyhow, getting back to the Facebook page, the best way to use your Facebook business page is when you post something on your Facebook business page, share it to your personal page. So that will drive some interaction with your business page, but you're also kind of promoting yourself on your personal page as well. So when there's a little bit more time towards the end, I will show you how that works. But just right off the bat, for the social media aspect of the Bold Trail system, it only interacts with Facebook business pages and your LinkedIn page as well. Instagram, other systems might come online down the line, but as of right now, those are the only systems. So we are going to get into the social. So it's now just called social. It's not called core social anymore. So to get to your marketing tools and things of that nature, you're going to go over on the left-hand side here, click marketing. And then you're going to see all the different cool stuff that you have access to. What we're going to be playing with today or part of the day is social. So we're going to click on get started. All right, so settings and preferences is the first place you want to go if you've never touched this part of the system before, okay? If you've already set up your LinkedIn and Facebook, great, hang tight. We'll get through that here in a minute. So I'm gonna disconnect these. What you'll see is this if you've never been in the platform before. So you're going to click on whichever one you want to connect first. Let's do Facebook. Confirm the connection. If the screen isn't big enough, you don't see the button, grab this little bar on the right-hand side, slide it down and click confirm. And then we're going to click on continue as my name. It'll obviously say your name instead. Then it's going to ask which business page do I want to connect to. So I'm going to click close because it says right here, you can now close the window. And then I'm going to slide the little allow posting slider next to the business page. I control our franchise's social media accounts. I don't have my own personal business page. I don't have a need for one. So that's why this says Remax Excalibur. It would say your business page, whatever your Facebook business page is named. Then just again click on allow posting. For LinkedIn, if you have a LinkedIn account, click connect. Enter in the username and password for your account, and it should populate here in a second. Perfect. I use LastPass for all my passwords and usernames. We all have a billion of these things to remember. LastPass is a paid service I utilize. There's a handful of them out there. That just happens to be the one that I like. So, all right, it's loading. There we go. And then I'm going to put on my connections. Then always, before you click off a page, just make sure there's not a save button sitting around somewhere. That would be my one gripe about the system is it does not just automatically save everything when you're moving through the platform. So if you're making changes, edits, things of that nature, keep an eye out for the save button because if you don't click it, it's likely the information will get lost. Okay. Let's see here.
One question.
Yes.
Um, I have a business page that is linked to my personal page. Will that work?
Yeah. So you can only post to your personal or your business page, and then
Okay.
you can share to your personal page from within the Facebook platform, but not within Bold Trail.
But it doesn't matter if my Facebook page is linked to my personal page.
Well, I mean, technically, you have to have a Facebook personal account in order to have a business account. So there's no way around that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And it looks like I made a mistake with posting my contact information. I posted it to the wrong person. So you'll now see my contact information, the product support information, and Fred, who's working behind the scenes. Thank you for copying some of that stuff over. I didn't quite catch that. So anyhow, all right. So something nice about the social media functionality of the system is it can automatically post a lot of material to your business page automatically. So you're kind of staying relevant with all the followers that you have on your business page. And again, once stuff is posted to your business page, you can then share it to your personal page if you want to. So here in the middle, we're just going to kind of work across here. We're going to go to articles, click edit, and then you're going to turn on the not allowing content. So it says allowing content. So that will tell the system it's okay to post stuff to your business page and your LinkedIn profile. And then you can select how many days a week you want information to be posted to your business page. So there's different trains of thought on how frequently you should post. There's some people that say, you know what, you need to stay in front of your consumers at all times. Let's post something at least once a day, every day. But you can't do that in this platform. As it says here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You can only select up to 4 days. So you'll run into a roadblock if you try to click them all. So let's say we want to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. Your choice. Now, what are the topics that you want to have posted? So basically what the system is doing is it's pulling articles from a lot of different resources. Like I've seen just a variety of online publications like Home Depot. They've got a blog that they constantly post information on. Homes and Land, or oh God, Home and Garden TV, the Food Network. I mean, any of these online media companies that have essentially a blog or posting content, the people behind the scenes at Bold Trail are going in saying, okay, this article's good, this article's good, this article's good, and then they do something to make it all kind of sync with these different options that are here. So you can only have 8 categories. So you have to be somewhat selective. You can't just click them all, unfortunately. But what I like is to obviously find stuff that pertains to real estate. Okay. Because that's probably what your business page is, right? So make sure you're selecting items that speak to you, maybe not food, mortgage. And then again, when you're done, you click Save Settings. So now you're probably wondering, well, what the heck do these things look like? Well, glad you asked. Whoops, I have one too many things selected here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom, there we go. Uh-oh, something went wrong. I love it when the system tells me something's not right. Here, let's set this back. Please select 8 or more. Oh,
Tyler, are you recording this?
it is recording, yes.
How do we get access to it?
Huh, why is it? There it goes. Okay, now it's working. All right, holidays. So the system will automatically post information on for holidays as well. And all you have to do is click the edit button. Again, turn on the allowing content, and then select the holidays that you wish to have posted to your social media page. So and you can have all of them, you can have just one. There's no limit on here. So some people have said that they actually do like the idea of posting Canada Day and Labor Day and things like that because they work with Canadian clients. So certainly in Arizona, we've got a ton of Canadian visitors and clients that we work with. In Florida, I'm sure you do the same. New Jersey, yes. So if you're working with those clients, it might be advantageous to have the recognition of your Canadian connection on your business page. Okay. And again, when you're done, click Save Settings, and you'll be able to move through. Okay. So whatever that little error message was that was popping up, it looks like that went away. Okay. So that is how you set up the core functionalities of the social component. Okay. We're going to click Close here. Now, here is how you can find what is actually being posted to your pages. So what you'll see is these numbers over here. Anytime you see a number, you can click on it, and it's going to bring up the article that is going to be shared. Now, you have a lot of functionality here, so hang with me for a couple moments, okay? I'm going to just start at the top. Let's say you look at this, you look at the article, you look at this, and you're like, ugh, this is horrible. Why would I ever want something like this on my business page? Let's do something else. So I'm going to click on Swap Article, and you can go through and find a different article to use. You can shuffle them around, bring in more articles from these different sources. Okay, you're like, all right, this looks kind of cool. Let's see what this is. Then click on See Full Article, and it's going to actually take you to the full article. So they referenced, they pulled this this article from JK Moving. I've never heard of them, but there's information in here. And then obviously you cannot change this. This is all posted on somebody else's on a company's website. And if you like it, great. If not, come back, click on See Full Article of another one. So WeMoveTheWorld.com. Here's another one, an article talking about, what you shouldn't move. Anyhow, you get the gist here, right? So when you find one that you like, let's say we like this one, we can click Save, and then that's going to move it and turn it into the post that is going to be created. Now, if you say, you know what, I just don't want anything on this day, great. Click deactivate article, and it's not going to post anything. Now, for my demo purposes here, I'm going to click on Activate Article so I can show you one more thing here. these little pencil icons, that's your edit icon. So anytime you see one of these, you can usually click on it and make some sort of change. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to click on this edit post caption, and now I can come down here and completely edit whatever the post is. And you do have a limit of characters with Facebook and LinkedIn, so you can't make this super long. You could also go into like Chat GPT and create a head, a tagline for the article. So this is more of an advanced thing, but what to not pack when moving. So here in Chat GPT, make me a Facebook headline for an article talking about what not to pack when moving. All right. So for those of you that haven't gotten into Chat GPT, yeah, it's pretty slick. So anyhow, I can take this, copy that. Yeah, my mouse is not moving fast enough. Come back here, click edit. Then I can, post in whatever, and then click save. And then that's going to be my post. Okay. So do you have to get in and change these around? Absolutely not. But for somebody that wants to have a little bit more control over what's going to their Facebook business pages, if you really want to be very conscientious about what's being posted and have a lot of control over it, this is a way to do that. So for most people I've talked to, they just set up what we went through previously through the settings and preferences, and they walk away and they just let the system do its thing. So I don't want to overwhelm you with things that you feel like you have to do, because you really don't have to do anything. So that's how you can get in and edit your posts. And then again, just click on the little button on the day to see what is actually being posted. And it's these gray ones. So articles, all of these are color coordinated. So if I don't think you can click on the holidays. Yeah, the holiday ones. That's Christmas and another one. So, and when you're in here, it's always good to see what's going on, make sure everything says connected. Sometimes the connection will get dropped. Facebook has a policy where they don't let these third-party apps just stay connected in perpetuity. So you will get email notifications occasionally saying your social media connections are going to expire. Do not ignore those alerts, because they will end up deactivating the link between your social media accounts and the Bold Trail platform. So if you ever get a email from the Bold Trail Inside Real Estate KV Core system saying social media connections expiring, don't ignore it. It usually gives you about a 10-20 day window, if I'm not mistaken. But you'll want to make sure you keep those active, because otherwise they will not, they won't post. So here, let's see. Okay, well, we'll go to listing and market updates now. So I'm going to take a pause here. I haven't seen anybody post any questions in the chat log. Actually, I do see one. Do you have video material uploads? Marlene, I'm not sure I understand your question. Can you either unmute yourself or rephrase the question? Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if you have video material, because a lot of people don't take time to read articles.
Are you talking about the articles that are being posted to the social media channels?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't control any of this. I'm just using what is built into the platform, and that's all controlled by the developers at Inside Real Estate. And
Can
the answer is I've not seen them post links to videos. It's all been articles.
okay, but can we do that?
Not through an automated platform, not through this. I mean, if you have your own video that you've created, you can just post it right to your personal or your business page on Facebook. You don't need to go through Bold Trail. If you create a video on a listing or something like that within the Design Center system, which we don't cover today, but Design Center, they do have a couple video templates that you can manipulate to create a video for your listing. You can share those to your social media accounts from the Design Center platform, but that's not a part of the social component of Bold Trail. It's a completely separate system.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Somebody said they're not able to connect to LinkedIn, but not Facebook. So my comment would be is contact this product support team. Down here in the bottom corner, if you can see on my screen, there's a little bubble looking thing. Click on that, and that will be a live support chat log. So I actually used this yesterday to talk to somebody. So it does work. It does work well. So again, I wish I could help you, but I don't work for Remax. I don't have the ability to fix and troubleshoot things within the platform. So let's see. Somebody says, what does DIY mean? Do it yourself. Thank you, Joey. And I think that gets through the questions for now. So keep the questions coming. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you. And I've made sure I've spent, let's see, we got about halfway through. Yeah, we're doing good on time. So I'll do my best to keep things moving along here for you. How did you turn on articles? You turn it on by going into the settings and preferences. And then you go to articles here in the middle, click on edit. And then you select the days up to 4 days. And then you can actually have 8 or more categories. My coffee hasn't kicked in, I guess. I think I said you could only have up to 8, but it's actually the opposite. You can have 8 or more. So, and then click Save Settings to turn on those articles. And then obviously over here on the left-hand side, make sure you've got allowed content being checked off. Okay. All right, so now here we go. We're going to get into sharing listings and market updates on social media. That's going to be up here in market listings. Okay, so just to kind of backtrack a little bit so you know where we are. If you log into Max Tech for the first time, you're going to go to marketing down here in the bottom left-hand corner, this little megaphone looking thing. And then you're going to go to social, click on Get Started. Then click on in-market listings. All right, so again, make sure you've turned on the ability to have these items posted. And then you probably are not going to have anything already in your account if you've never been in here before, but I've already got some items in here that I've created. I'm going to create a new one because this is how you would end up doing this. And then you're going to give it a name. Now it's got to be 25 names and 25 characters. So I'm going to call this, this is a demo. Okay. You can call it whatever you want. Now, what to post individual listing, for whatever reason, this is not working right now. And I did not get an answer from Remax as to why this is not working, but I'll show you another way to take a listing and post it to your social accounts. There's just a different way of doing that. So ignore this individual listing button for now. I think it's something that the system is it's a glitch, or either that or there's something deep seated that I've done that they have not been able to figure out yet. So posting frequency, how often do we want these to post? Now, what we're creating is a market post. So if you have a community, a zip code, a city, a county, something like that, that's essentially what we're going to be creating. So let's say we want to do a market post, Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. Actually, let's just do it twice a week. Search criteria. Okay, what do we want to do? Let's do a community around me. How about Desert Ridge? That's a pretty big community. Type it in, and then it's going to pop up with the different areas that I can select. Now you can only select one of these. So scroll down and find the one that suits you. This is all basically pulling from MLS data. So I found if you're putting in a subdivision, certainly in Arizona, agents put in subdivisions, they'll give them a ton of different names, like the villages, lot 2, MCR 15, phase 9. Like if somebody puts that into the MLS, it basically creates a completely separate subdivision. So, unfortunately, those won't be pulled. So I always like just finding these neighborhood options. Or if you want to draw on a map, that could work really well for you as well. Click draw on a map. And so Desert Ridge is kind of over here. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, find my area, kind of get it in the screen here. And then when I click on draw area, my little cursor is going to turn into a plus sign. Then I single click and I just draw a little map or a box around the area that I want. Okay. And once the box is connected, click apply selection, and that's going to basically make that my area. So just so you are following along here, I'm going to delete this. I can either plug in the area, I can type it in. If I want to do an 85260 zip code or something like that, I can do that. Or I can draw on the map like I just did. Click draw on map, click on draw area, get the little plus sign, draw your little polygon box looking thing. And then you have to scroll down and click apply selection. And then that's going to be your map. Okay, now what kind of property type? Single family. Do you want a certain status? Do you want a price range? You know, do 900 or here that we'll do 4, and then we'll do 800. So you get the gist of this. It's just a mini search, if you will, and then you click save. Oops, it is going to require one. Just listed, price reduced. So we'll do just listed and then click save. So now we've got this new listing alert that I've created. Now, any of these old ones that I don't want, I can delete them. So let's get rid of those. And then here's my only market report that is going to be posted to my Facebook business page and my LinkedIn profile. And it's going to send it out on Sunday and Wednesday. And if I ever want to go in and make a change, I just click on edit and I can say this is 85260 new listings. Okay. And then click save. And then click save here. And that's what's going to create a market report that's automatically going to post to your social media. Now, keep in mind when you're setting all of this up, be careful. Don't go overboard. You know, you're going to drown people in posts if you're not too careful. So just be aware of what's going on this screen on your calendar over here. If you've got stuff all over the place and you've got multiple little boxes on days, you may be kind of overdoing it a bit. So you can go in and remove articles or, you know, deselect the holidays, things like that if you want to. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going through my notes here. Oh, to post a listing. Okay. So to post a listing, if you want to post your listings, a company listing or a manual listing, or even a sold listing, you can do it over here on the left-hand side. So go to listings, and I don't carry any active listings, so I'm going to click on company listings. And here are a bunch of company listings, and I can click on filters to find a listing that maybe belongs to a specific person. So I'll pick on Amy and her, Perez. Oh, there she is, Amy Perez. All right, so, and then it's going to do a search here. Let's click apply filters, and then it's going to find her listing here. Okay, so when I get to the listing that I want to share, whether it's mine or somebody else's, you click on the address. And you actually get a lot of really cool options in here. And in another session, we're going to dig in a little bit deeper into all the different things that you can do within this screen. But in terms of posting a listing to your social media pages, over here, click on more actions. And then you can see you can post to Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. So why LinkedIn isn't on here, why Twitter is, and why Pinterest is and not on the others, that's a decision that I have no say in. That's just how the system is built. I don't have an answer for you on that one. So doesn't make sense to me either, but these are the options you have. So I can post to Facebook.
Tyler, this is being recorded. Gail Napolitano from New Jersey.
Yes, it is being recorded.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And it'll be posted to that playlist that we shared on the in the chat log. So you'll have the previous sessions, this session, and future sessions in that playlist.
Thank you.
So this is going to post to, let's see, we're going to click share. I can have it post to, I can have it my public. I can, target certain people if I want. And then I can do other things here. And let's see. I don't think, something I'm noticing here is it's actually going to post, it looks like it's going to post it to my personal page, which is interesting. They did have it set up where you could post it to your business page. So now I could also share this to my business page if I wanted. Let's see, share page, here we go. And then I could share it to my business page by clicking switch and go on that route. So now while we're in here, I'm going to show you how to take a post from your business page and share it to your personal page. All right, go to newsfeed. So the first thing you need to do to get to your business page in Facebook is click up here in the top right-hand corner and select your business page. Now I've got a couple business pages that I manage. So I want to select this one because this is our company business page. And then anything that is here, I can now come down and, so let's say here's an article that was posted by the system, the Bold Trail system. I go to share over here on the right-hand side. I click on share, and then I can share it to my personal page. Why isn't it not letting me? They keep moving stuff around. They keep changing things. All right. So the other way to do this, the longer way, which sucks, but it still works, is when you're on your personal page, you go to the business page of yours. So if I want to go to Remax Excalibur, type it in, you have to actually go to the page, click on it, and then scroll down, and then you can share this to your personal page. So this is a test, share now, and now it's going to take that article and post it to my page. I apologize for the bouncing around here a little bit. Something changed and I just wasn't aware of it. So to be clear, you want to be signed into your personal account, then you navigate to your business page over here, type in Remax Excalibur for my business page, whatever your business page name is, you click on that, and then click on your page, go down to whatever it is you want to share to your personal page, click share, and then you'll say, where do you want to send this information? You got some other options here. And now if I go back to my personal page, you can see here's the article. It's linked to my business page here. So this is how you share something from your business page to your personal page and drive engagement and leads and followers to your business page. So that's how you can engage people on your business page and also get that content onto your personal account. So here we are back in the Bold Trail system. Just to be clear, we're on listings on the left-hand side. I'm going to click on company listings. If I had listings, I'd click on my listings so I could share those. But if you have an agent in your office that you are working with, I mean, technically you can post anybody's listing to your social media pages because all of the stuff that is in the Bold Trail system is it adheres to the clear cooperation policy. It gives credit to the listing brokerage, and that's really all that is necessary to be compliant with real estate laws. But I always say if you're going to market somebody else's listing, you might want to ask them first so they just know what's going on. So again, I searched for a listing using the filters over here, this blue button. I can type in the listing agent, I can search for an area, things like that. And then I click on the listing once I've identified the listing I want to share. And then over here under more actions, I click where I want to post that property. And the cool thing is it's actually going to link them back to your website, which is provided to you within the Bold Trail system. So it's going to link it to your Bold Trail website, not some third-party website that you might be paying for. So just be very clear with that. It's all going to be linked within the Bold Trail system. I don't believe there's a way to, if you're paying for a website through another system, I don't think there's a way to make everything go through that. You would have to do all your social media posting from the tools within your own this other website that you might be paying for. But if you're using the Bold Trail system, which hopefully you are, everything is kind of seamless and interacts without a whole lot of challenges. Okay. And I always say, get in and play around with these things. If there's something here that you want to learn more about or interact with, go for it. Have fun with it. Play with the system. Make sure you've got a contact built into the platform that is basically a dummy contact, somebody that or an email address that you have access to. That way you can kind of test and play with the system and interact with it like a consumer would. So that's where you can post your listings. All right, so building and sending a email campaign and newsletters. So here's how we're going to do this. We're going to get back to the dashboard. So we're kind of getting away from the social media aspect of this system right now. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go into marketing, and I'm going to show you specifically newsletter. Now, the system as of right now does not have a library of newsletters. You would kind of need to manipulate and customize the template within the system to create your newsletter. So under Manage Campaigns, you go to Templates over here. And then I'm going to type in the word newsletter. And you should get one option that pops up. This one here is something that I created a while ago. So you'll get the newsletter option here. First thing you need to do is click clone. Okay, and then you're going to name it whatever you want to name it. You can call this December newsletter. Okay, now the editor of this is very similar to the website editor that is built into the platform as well. So you have these content buttons over here that you can add content in, and then you can also remove content. So here is the template for a newsletter. The agent header is what we would call dynamic content, meaning it's pulling the information from your profile or from your company profile. So it's dynamic content, and you can add more of these types of things under dynamic content. Here, you can just click and drag it over, and then it's going to ask you when you click on it, what do you want here? These are the different options of dynamic content. So schedule showing, view listing, you can read these just as well as I can, agent photo, office logo, things like that, okay? Now, if you don't want it in there, just scroll up and look for this little delete button here. That's what that is, a little trash can. So you can click that, click delete to remove any content. So if you just want to have like an article as your newsletter, you don't need a lot of extra stuff, you can delete all of these other options or these items in here. So just, it's going to take you a minute, but that's how the system works. So the way I'm getting the trash bin icon to come up is you kind of click on this little placeholder down here where it says text or whatever it says, click delete, or you can click on the row. I'll show that to you again. See how it pops up and says row? I can click on that and then click the delete button, and that's just going to remove the whole thing. So click here, delete. So this is a way to get rid of all this extra stuff if you don't want it. And I'm not going to waste a lot of time going through all these, but you can see that there's a lot of stuff in here, and you can go in and edit or personalize these items as well. So they build a lot of stuff in here as a default. Some of you might find it's easier just to create a newsletter from scratch. That's up to you. But this is how you would get in and change the template, and you can continue using that template going forward if you choose to. Let's see, any pictures you want to add in. So you can drop your file here or click browse. Now, one thing about photos is I I don't know who the photo police are, but I think there's people out there and there's ways for the internet to find out if you're using a photo that you don't have the rights to use. So just be careful about what imagery you're putting in your emails and posting to your website. I do know agents that have been served cease and desist letters because they saved some photo from a Google search and somehow the person who had the rights to that photo found them and told them, hey, stop using my stuff or pay me. So it's just be aware. Don't just save pictures randomly to your computer from other sites and post them online because you could get in trouble. So here are some photos that I've already uploaded to my account. If I don't want those, here, let's see. I'm going to click here. I need to go back. Upload here. There we go. Upload. You can also search for free photos. So this is a good way to find some content that is, free to use. Okay. So here, I'll type in happy people with a house and then click enter. So through this system that they've linked with, oh my God, how do they come up with those results? Okay, so there's house, there's happy people, there's a happy kid playing with a ball. Let's click import, and now that's an image that I can use on my website or in my email. Okay. Now, if I have my own photo I want to upload, I can click on upload, and then go to, wherever I have a photo saved. This is a here. Let's see. I can go to Remix photos here. I'll grab this photo here. Then I can upload that to my materials. So click insert, then boom, there it is. It shows up over here. Okay. And you can grab the slider and kind of resize it a little bit and do some other things, auto width. We can get into the weeds here, and I really don't want to do that. I just want to show you how you can upload your own content into your templates for your newsletter and personalize it. So this content down at the bottom here, all of this is going to automatically pull all of your contact information and keep it branded to you. So you don't need to put your information in again. It's all automatically in there. Again, if I want to get rid of a chunk of stuff, I can just click off here on the right-hand side. And then when I'm done, click clone template. And now it's saving it. And then it's going to, if I click. So now if I type in newsletter, I now get my December newsletter. I can edit it. And then going forward, if I'm going to do a monthly or weekly newsletter, I can just clone my most recent one so I don't have to go back and reformat everything again. My advice would be if you're going to do a newsletter, keep the format and the look of it consistent as you're sending it out. You might add different imagery, obviously, and change the actual content of it, but the layout, the look, I would not get in there and mess with it too much if you're going to be consistent with your message being sent out. Okay. Now, how do you send this to your database? Good question. Go down here to more. Remember what the name of your newsletter is. So for this one, we called it December newsletter. So go down to more, click on playbooks, click on work your sphere, open playbook. And again, you might see some other stuff in here that you want to play around with. That's great. Hopefully you'll learn stuff as you interact and get into different places of the system. Click stay top of mind, schedule your monthly newsletter. So who do you want to send it to? You've got 3 different options of sorting your contacts. So you can send it to a specific contact status. You can send it to a specific contact with hashtags. So that's how you can kind of categorize your contacts. And then the search saved filter, if you create a search filter within your contact list, you can sort it that way. So I've got a contact that I use, EXC News is a hashtag that I've got assigned to one of my dummy contacts. When do I want it to send? I want it to go out on Wednesday. click OK. I want it to go out. Let's make sure they get it first thing in the morning. And just notice that it is Eastern time that it's programmed to. So 5:30 a.m. Eastern time. Now email template. This is where I'm going to put in December newsletter. It just knew it right away. So I'm going to go ahead and put December newsletter, click on it. And then subject line, Tyler's December real estate newsletter. So now all of my content that I had gone in and changed and updated, it doesn't put the photos and stuff in your preview here. That's just the way the system works. You can edit it again if you want to make a last minute change by clicking on that edit button right here. It's itty bitty, but it's here. I can zoom in a little bit. It's right here off to the right. For those of you that are wondering what is core video, that is if you are paying for the bomb video add-in, you would access that through the marketplace, which we'll talk about another day. But if you are wanting to do video, which I highly recommend, it's awesome. Click on core video, and as long as you're paying for the add-in from BombBomb, you can now send video this way. So if everything looks good, up here is where you click send email, and then it's going to schedule it to go out at the day and time that you selected. Okay. And then success, and that's where we stop, click done. Okay.
Another
Then
question.
you can exit out of here. Yes, go ahead.
Sorry. Thank you. Are there people within the system that could do this for us that know it and charge a fee?
Not within the Bold Trail platform. I do know within the Remax network, there are some marketing people that do freelance work. One of those places you can access them is through the Facebook group. It's the Facebook Creative Marketing Group.
Yes, I'm on that.
Yeah, that's where I would post your desire. So if you're wanting somebody to create newsletters or set up a website or do something like that, post it in there, and then you'll very likely get responses from people who do that type of work as freelance side work.
Okay,
But I
thank-
do not know of anybody in the company, not in our franchise or not in our offices, but maybe in the Florida or New Jersey region, there is somebody that is able to do the marketing for you. I just don't know if there is or not. You would need to speak with your branch manager or your staff to identify those people.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so we're getting close to the end of time here, and I want to show you one last thing here, and that is your website. So all of you have an active website, and if you are utilizing the that listing, post listing option that I was showing you a little bit earlier, you really need to take a couple minutes and just check your settings on your website to make sure that it looks the way you want it to. The default settings are not terrible, but the imagery that is on your that's set up as a default, certainly for Arizona and probably for Florida, it's not going to look right because the default picture is like a Midwest Northeast image, and it just doesn't look anything like the areas that we are in. So for the New York, New Jersey region, it may be perfect, but for Florida, Arizona, I would definitely encourage you to check your settings, and you'll see what I mean here in just a minute. So over here, I clicked on Web and IDX, and then I'm just going to scroll down. You have two different templates to choose from. You've got a collection template and a Remax template. If you don't want to, if you don't know what they look like, just click the View Template button underneath, and it'll show you kind of what it looks like. And then you want to actually click on and have this little green checkbox next to it to select it. Now, these other templates, they're more generic in nature. I would say stick with one of these two for now. If you have somebody doing custom design work for you, you can maybe justify selecting one of these because they'll do more imagery updating and manipulation. But for most people, either of these two templates is probably going to be sufficient. So I'm just going to scroll down here, and this is where you're going to see what I mean. Background image selector. Now you have the ability to select multiple images. You also have the ability to upload your own images. So here's an image that I uploaded. but these are stock images. Now, again, the default is something I've changed mine around a few times, so I don't remember what the default is, but trust me, it does not look like Florida. It does not look like Arizona. So you will want to get in here and check off images that do resonate with you and your service area. So, you know, I can come down here and I'll say, let's do this one. Here's a photo that looks kind of like Florida. You know, an interior shot is pretty safe. And basically what's going to happen is every time somebody goes to your website and refreshes it or reloads it, one of these images is going to come up. Okay. So right there, you've done a huge service to yourself, because when people go to your website, they'll actually see imagery that matches the area that you live and work in. Now, if you want to upload your own image, just follow the instructions here. There is a size requirement or a best fit requirement of 1600 by 650. Just click on the box and it will ask you, you know, where's this photo that you want to upload? Great, here there's a building. And do I want to upload that one? Yes or no? Do I want to edit it? And so this is just a demo, so I'm going to delete it. But if I wanted to keep it, I would click upload and it would save it to the system. So if you like the photo that you uploaded, click this to save it. If you don't, click delete to delete it. Secondary logo would be like a custom logo that you've developed for yourself, for your own branding. And then the rest of this, again, to just make your site look like a normal site that you actually care about, right there is probably all you need to do, but you do have the ability to get in and make some other customization. You've got manager, pages, site content, things like that. So that is really going to be for a website class, because this really is a system in and of itself, and we've only got a few minutes left. One thing I will show you is widgets. The widgets are kind of cool. And you can just, over here on the left-hand side, you will see the different widgets that are available, and you can add them in, play with them. So let's say I want to add this recruit one. I want this just listed widget. Let's say I want to add all of them. I can do that, and then I can take them out. It's okay. And if I want to rearrange them, that's what these buttons over here are for. They're handles, if you will, where you can click and drag them and move them around. So I can say I want this at the bottom, I want this at the top, and then what the heck do these things look like? Okay, great. Click on preview up here in the top right-hand corner. Then it's going to bring up your page and what it's going to look like. And if you're like, oh my God, this is terrible, I hate this, or wow, that's really cool, I'd like to change it, you can do so. So if I scroll down, I'll see some of this stuff is boilerplate, but as you can see, there's other stuff that is down here. You can scroll, and you know, see what your site looks like, and then come back here and remove things. You can edit some of them, not all of them. If I click on edit, so this means you can't change this. I can't remember. Let's see, market report, just listed feature area. Oh, featured areas. So if I click on edit, so now I can change my featured areas. You have a total of 9 of them that you can have. So area name, again, Desert Ridge is an area near us. I can draw it on a map like I did before. Quick draw area. Boom, 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 boom. Scroll down, click apply selection, and then new listings, things of that nature. Let's see, single family. There we go. Style, contemporary. And then I can save that. Now, if I don't like that image that it used, I can come over here, click change image, and go to stock images or upload my own if I wanted to by clicking upload file. I'm kind of moving quick here so I can get through everything, but that's how you can create these service areas on your site, which would look something similar to right here, featured areas. And then people can click on them and it'll bring up the search results for that area that you have built right over here. And that was the featured area widget default. That's the one that we just worked in. Okay. Let's see, one last tip here. Let's go back to where was it? The featured areas, where was that? Website settings. It's gonna take a second to load. And general testimonials, template, custom navigation. Oh gosh, where was it? Manager. Here we go. I think this is it. Edit settings. Oops. No, that wasn't it. Template, testimonial, service areas. Here we go. Website. Okay. Took me a second to remember where I was going. So right here, click manager, service areas, and SEO. So this is the last nugget, and then I'll let you guys go here. So you have the ability to add all these service areas. And basically what this does is it becomes SEO for search engine optimization for your website. So if I go to my website here and I scroll down, where is it? Areas we cover. So I've got these areas plugged in right now, but I can add a whole bunch more if I want. And I do that by, again, going to manager, or I can go to site content, service areas and SEO right over here. And then I can remove all from the list. I can add areas over here. So I can type in Desert Ridge or a zip code, or whatever I want to put in here. And then it's going to create that area for me. Okay. So now if I go to my website, that Desert Ridge option should pop up. It might take a couple minutes to update, so I'm not going to hammer it through, but let's see, go back up. Desert Ridge. So there it is. And then if I click on it, it's going to pull up my Desert Ridge search and market data and some other stuff. Okay. So, all right, we covered a lot of ground here. It's 9:02 here in Arizona, 11 o'clock for those of you joining us back east. So I'll stick around and answer any questions that you might have. We're going to do our next session, which I don't remember the topic off the top of my head, but because of the holidays coming up, we're going to bump them into the first Tuesday in January. So let me pull up my calendar here, and I can tell you what that topic is going to be, so you can set it in your calendars. And again, the link to the all the recordings of the sessions, I'm going to post it once again, so you don't have to go scrolling around looking for it. I just put it in the chat log. The next session is going to be on January 7th at let's see, 10 o'clock for the East Coast and for 8 o'clock for us on the Mountain Standard Time. And the class is going to be leveraging listings and market data. Here's the syllabus, if you will. I just posted that. So we might kind of cover a couple things that we've already covered in one of these previous sessions, but yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about on the 7th. So again, if anybody has any questions, you can unmute yourself. You can type it in the chat log. I've got a few minutes to hang around here and help you out. Again, the best advice I can give you is set yourself up as a contact within your dashboard here. If you don't have a second email address, get one. Get one from a Hotmail or Yahoo or another Google one, whatever the case may be, and play around with it. I mean, that really is a good way to learn how these systems work. Utilize the checklist that pops up down here. Under more, you've got training and support. I've said it a number of times. The training and support built into this system is probably the best I've ever encountered in my 20 plus years of reviewing and demoing and training on technology for real estate. So don't be afraid to get in and utilize the support that's built in. And then this little blue bubble looking thing over on the right-hand side, this is your best friend for talking with somebody that actually is working at Remax and has gone through hours and hours and hours and hours of training and has access to the back end of these platforms to help you troubleshoot and learn how to use these things. And Remax has invested, oh God, millions and millions of dollars into this platform and providing it to you at no cost. So there's a lot of incentive on their side to make sure that these things are working and that you actually know how to use them. So if you need help, utilize these resources, utilize me. Again, I will post my calendar link so you can set up time to meet with me if you choose. And you can call me. I'll grab that information again as well, along with the product support information. And yeah, we can do stuff via Zoom for those of you in the East Coast, and for my Arizona agents, obviously I can meet in person or Zoom for you. And yeah, so that's all I got. Do I hear somebody try to ask a question? No? Okay, fantastic. Well, happy holidays to all of you. Hope you have a great holiday. You know, be with family, be with friends, try to have some fun. Maybe sell a house or two in the meantime. As we always say, the holidays are, you know, a couple days, not a season. A lot of agents take the end of the year off. It's a great opportunity to get a leg up on the competition and really build some momentum going into what should be a great 2025. So myself, our management team at all the offices in this network. I mean, I think we're up to about 38 offices now. It's awesome. I love being a part of such a wide reaching and large professional group of agents. Utilize your staff, utilize me. That's our job, is to help you succeed and grow your business. So contact me if you have any questions. And with that, I hope to talk to you soon. And I guess I'll see you next year, right? See you in January. Take care,
Thank you
everybody.
so much.
You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome. I appreciate
Thank
your
you.
help, everyone. I really do. Thank you.
Lots of help. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Happy
Happy
holidays.
holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Welcome.
Tyler, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I'm connected to the lead generation system, but I have no. Every time I click on, let's see here, it says opt in now. It takes me to a page, to the Bold Trail page, where the leads are. Is there a way I can check and make sure that I'm connected to the lead system?
So the Bold Trail system technically is a lead system. So leads are generated into the Bold Trail system by default from remax.com and from your own website, which does live and exist out there, whether you have any knowledge of it or not, because that's just the way the platform works. Everybody has a live website right now that is linked to the Bold Trail system. So if a lead comes into remax.com and they get filtered through the lead settings that your office has set up, you will get notified with an alert. And then if you accept it, that's where that lead gets dropped into your account. And then you're able to manage it from within your platform. Now, you do have the ability through the marketplace to have to spend marketing dollars for lead generation utilizing the Bold Trail system. So there's something called like Property Boost, and there's some other options as well. And those are paid advertising tools, and they are paid because Facebook and LinkedIn, they charge people to advertise on their websites. The money's not going to me, it's not going to Rob, it's not going to Adona.
Yeah.
It's going
I have used it
shuffled through to these platforms. So to get there, you go to more and then marketplace. I'm going to share my screen here really quick, just so you can see where you can learn more about the lead generation systems that are built into the platform.
I have used the paid
Okay.
with my listings
Okay.
to put marketing, but I want to know, because I hear some of the agents that they're receiving leads, and I have never received leads. So I wanted to make sure that I was connected to the lead system.
Okay. So the way to make sure you're set up properly to receive leads is going to be two options. One, you have to go to your Max Center profile and make sure your profile is correctly set up. Meaning you've got your MLS ID linked, you've got your photo uploaded, just things that make your profile stand out. But what also plays into that is a lot of your profile information automatically feeds in to the Bold Trail system, the Max Tech Bold Trail system. So that's why I say start with your Max Center profile first, and then you go into the Bold Trail system and can update your settings in there as well. So if you can see my screen here, I'm at Max Center. I clicked on my photo name up here, and then I clicked on Update Profile, and that brought me to this screen here. and then I can go through the different options, personal details, general info, where I want to make sure you have connected yourself is oh gosh, the MLS. Where is it? Photo, personal details. Darn it. Profile here, general info. For me, oh, that's why. So what you would see, it would say MLS ID or MLS. That's right. My profile looks different than yours because I'm not categorized as a sales agent with the office. So over here, there would be another item that says MLS, and you would
Okay.
click on that, and then you would make sure that your MLS ID is connected to your account. So again,
Okay.
I can't show that to you because of a limitation with my system, but
Okay.
that's where you would do that. And then within the MaxTech platform, click on your photo over here in the top right-hand corner,
Mhm.
click on my profile.
Mhm.
And again, there might be some differences here because of my account, but okay, edit profile, click here.
Okay.
Then make sure your MLS ID is correctly entered into here. And I found that this lookup tool is actually a pretty good way to do so. It'll bring up one of your current or past listings. And if you see one of those, just check it off and then click yes, confirm selected, and click yes.
When
And
I click there, I just see an address. It says MLS Southeast Florida MLS, and then an address of the listing that I have.
yes. So you can either just type in whatever your MLS ID is in this box here. So
Yeah.
I could overwrite that and put anything I want in there, and you could do that. That might be easiest. It's up to you.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Tyler, how did you get to Max Tech?
Max Tech, you go to Max Center and you click on this platform Max
Okay.
Tech powered by Bold Trail icon. And if you
Right.
don't see that right away, click on all apps over here on the right hand side. And that'll bring up everything. And then you want to look
Okay.
for the one that says platform. That's very important because there's
Okay.
other ones that look similar, but you want to make sure it's the platform. And then
Yeah.
that's what's going to get you into the Max Tech system.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's see. So under settings as well, this is another way to make sure that you are receiving leads. If you have any of these lead routing options turned on, that's
Mhm.
going to disable your ability to receive leads.
Okay.
So I'm placed out of rotation because I don't take leads. I don't. But for an agent, you absolutely would want to make sure that that is turned off, and then click save to make sure that
Okay.
you are set
So
up for lead options.
So off is to the left, on is to the right.
Yeah, when it's
When it's
blue,
bold.
it's turned on. Yes. So that
what did you press to get there? Agents.
settings. So backtracking a little bit, I click on my photo up here in the top right hand corner. I
Okay.
click on my profile.
Okay.
Then it brings me to this screen here. And then you click
Settings.
on
Okay.
settings.
Perfect. Okay.
And then you can scroll down, and I mean, you might play around with this a little bit more. You can, these holidays here are basically, if you don't want the system sending you stuff on certain holidays, you
Mhm.
can turn those on. But I would, for most agents, I would think you would probably just leave those turned off.
Okay.
And then, as I keep saying, make sure you click the save button if you make any changes. Otherwise, it won't get saved. And so whoever your branch manager is, they may be able to get in and see in further detail if you are set up for lead routing.
Okay.
Each branch office has specific rules that it can set up to distribute leads to the agents within that office. I don't
Okay.
have access to that information outside of my offices here in Arizona. So you would need to speak with whoever your office manager is, or you might be able to get more information via the chat down here. The support staff at Remax may be able to look and see if there's anything set up from an office level that is not correct or overlooked or something. But from our office's standpoint, we really don't do much with the lead configuration. We let the default settings exist, and that makes sure that everybody gets fair and equitable opportunity to receive leads. They're not being manipulated or cherry picked, if you will. So,
Okay.
but each office has the ability to change that should they choose. But I can only speak for what our offices have done.
Of course. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. You're welcome. We still got some people online. Are there any other questions that I
I
can,
have a question.
yeah.
How do I
fire
change
away.
my picture? I'm in settings and I keep clicking on, but I can't find where to change the picture.
So are you talking about your agent profile photo?
Yes, it's
Oh.
my personal Facebook picture that comes up.
Okay, so the way you change that is back within your Max Center profile. You can't change it within the Max Tech system. You have to come back to your Max Center profile, click on your name, update profile, and then you have to change your photo here. And then within 24 hours, it should sync back up with the Max Tech system. So here's my photo. I can click on my photo. I can replace it and upload a new photo if I want to replace my photo. So that's how you would change your photo. Or you
To
can
get out of Bold Trail.
yeah, you cannot change your photo in Bold Trail. It's impossible. You
Okay.
cannot do it. You have to do it from your Max Center profile.
Okay, I got it. I kept trying to do it from Bold Trail. Thank you.
Yeah, I did too when I first got set up on the system, and then I learned. So, any other questions regarding what we've covered or anything else? Bold Trail, Max Tech, Remax technology. I've become fairly familiar with all these things over the years. All right, I don't see anything popping up in the chat log, so fantastic. All right, well, we're going to call that a day. I think my head's spinning a little bit. How about yours? It's a lot to digest, and as I said at the beginning, take one bite of the elephant at a time. Find something that you want to focus on and learn about it. And then once you feel like you got a grasp of it, move on to something else. You can't learn this system and make it do everything you want it to do in a day. It's impossible. Don't even bother trying. But little chunks at a time, you'll be able to get it to work for you. And because this system does have so much automation built into it, it may just come down to, you set up some of these automated things and then it just does what it's supposed to do, and you don't really have to mess with it a whole lot. So again, you've got the support, the training down on the left-hand side in the Bold Trail system, the training and learning path. I'm going to share my screen one last time, and then I'm going to sign off here. I really find their training so valuable. So that's why I keep bringing it up. Down here on the bottom left-hand side where it says more, click on the little 3 dots and then click on training and learning path or the support resources or support articles. They've got webinars all the freaking time. God, seems like there's always some sort of webinar that they're hosting because this is a product that's made available to thousands of agents across the country. So they've got to support this stuff. So here's the training calendar right here at the top. You'll see all the different training that is available, and they categorize it by time zones and things like that. So learn the system, take the trainings. The people hosting these trainings, they're employees of the Inside Real Estate platform, the Bold Trail platform. So they know the system inside and out. So anyhow, all right, everybody. I don't see any other questions, so I'm just going to say it again. Happy holidays. Hope you have a
Thank you.
happy new year. And I look forward to helping you and hopefully seeing you on January 7th at 10 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Mountain time for us here in Arizona. So
See
take
you
care,
next
everybody.
year.
See you
Thank
next
you so
year.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
so much.
You're very
Happy
welcome.
holidays.
Same to you. Thank you very much.